The internet is not real. What you think is happening here is not happening. You think these people you're talking to are real people? They're not real. 60+% of the internet is nothing but bots, disinformation bots being harvested and put together by other foreign governments and other foreign agencies trying to spread chaos and propaganda to benefit themselves and their allies. And the views that we get on YouTube are not even from real people, because if they were from real people, you would see a much different and much more propagated and cultivated audience members watching YouTube videos when you actually talk about something different. And this has been going on for a long time, and it's not even that big of a crazy idea, the dead internet theory, because Meta themselves on Instagram and Facebook have already said that they're going to start putting bots into the algorithms to interact with social media posts. And how crazy this whole is also has to do with nothing more than profits. And it's sort of like the recent housing market crash in America, where the entire stock exchange under Barack Obama completely collapsed and everyone lost all their money, and billions and zillions and trillions of dollars disappeared from the economy, and all the housing and all the mortgages and default swap loans and all other kinds of nonsense was just nothing but sand built upon sand, with the regulators who are supposed to be overwatching all of this complicit in the fraud as well. And this is what's going on with social media companies, and actually cultivating their own, like Zuckerberg at Instagram and whatnot said he is doing, is beneficial to these companies and actually makes their companies worth more money. And all types of things have been happening where I've been wondering what in the actual fuck is going on with the internet. What are all these comments I'm seeing, and the people that you talk to on social media when you talk to random comments in your YouTube videos or on your social media posts and you see people interacting. And I think to myself, are these people mentally challenged? Do they have brain damage? Are they retarded? Because the people I talk to don't seem to be like regular normal people. It's like as if I'm talking to a person with a brain injury. And when you start realizing that you're probably talking to a bot, it starts to make sense. Or someone whose job is to create chaos. It makes sense. These aren't just regular trolls. These are actual disinformation bots and foreign agency bots and foreign government bots, as well as the company's own websites bots to make their website seem like it's more cultivated. This is huge. This is actually massive. When you even think about this, think about Call of Duty and the idea that they have bots in the game because they don't have enough people to populate the lobby, so they put bots in there. Is that like some far-fetched idea? No, it's a fact. We have found bots to be playing in Call of Duty. Because social media's worth and their value and their valuations for what they're actually worth. When Elon Musk bought Twitter, or now called X, long story short, the more people that are on a website, the more people that are using a social media website, the higher the value of that company is, for the sole purpose of advertising companies having a larger reach and more people to actually sell to. And that comes with YouTube. And when I talked at the beginning of this video, I mentioned about how Blame Truth's dog dying. That's a sad situation for the guy. But the video he uploaded proved a point that I have been thinking about for a while. And this goes with my own channel and how the algorithms of YouTube and whatnot are entirely based upon bot traffic. So Blame Truth, yes, dog died, and he made a video, sort of a montage showing the life that he shared with his dog, like a memorial. And that video only got 20,000 views out of a channel with 500,000 subscribers. Now that is a horrible sub to view ratio. Usually at the minimum, or for a channel to be considered still pretty active and doing well in 2025, you want a 10% to sub view ratio. And especially about something as heartfelt as Blame Truth's dog passing, if you were a subscriber and somebody who watched his content, you would definitely click on that video. That is a video that you would think that, hey, as a subscriber and someone who's, into Call of Duty and the Blame Truth's audience and Blame Truth's community, you would watch that video. At least 40,000, 30,000, but no, 20,000 views. And the same thing will happen on my channel if I upload anything out of the Call of Duty world. And everybody else's. If you watch Fooly or The Rick trying to talk about pretty much anything outside of Call of Duty, their views are dog shit. Same with mine. Not as bad actually as theirs, because I actually have cultivated more of an authentic audience, and I appreciate that. Like, I can get 4,000 views talking about me having a McDonald's Big Mac for 3 minutes, so hey, I appreciate your support, guys. But my point is not to talk about how you don't get views if you don't talk about Call of Duty, because what is that YouTube's algorithm is actually bot-based algorithm. So the YouTube algorithm only has so many bots and so many fake accounts that they can use to pump up views based upon the content watching. But when YouTube first started, It was more of an authentic experience. Most of your views, a vast majority of views, were actually subscriber based. And since then, it has slowly and slowly slipped away from actually getting most of your views from subscribers and actually getting most of your views from recommended, otherwise known as people not subscribed to your channel. And a lot of channels get up to 80% of their traffic and views from people who aren't subscribed to their channels. Now, I'm not saying that everybody on YouTube's a bot, but I am saying that I imagine a vast majority of people on this website are not real people, and the algorithms and the views coming to YouTube channels, if they're not in the genre, the wheelhouse that they normally upload to, the bots and whatnot don't come to watch the videos and don't leave comments, because if you noticed, a majority of views, if you look at the comments down below, they are nameless, faceless YouTube accounts. And I'm not saying people are buying bots, I'll make that clear. I'm just talking actual, well, YouTube is buying bots. YouTube is populated by bots. The point is that they only have so many allocated to certain genres. And when YouTube channel is in a certain area of the algorithm, you will get views if you stay in that lane, because a lot of those views are coming from the bots. And even Grok itself, on Twitter, if you ask Grok, the AI made by Twitter, by Elon Musk and his team, and you ask what is the percentage of bots on Twitter, it will tell you it could be up to as high as 65% of all the traffic on X or Twitter are actual bots. And all of this is, like I said again at the beginning of this video, connected to the same type of scam and same type of pyramid scheme as the housing market crash, because there is billions, trillions of dollars predicated on having an artificially pumped up number of people on these social media websites, because the evaluation of the worth of these websites is directly correlated to the amount of people on them. So if the actual number of real people on there was only 100 million instead of 300 million, well, you can imagine that would be a 66% drop in the actual assessment of the company's worth, costing it hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars if you were Google. Because to me, in closing, the internet is nothing more than just a psyops filled with bots and agents of disinformation and bad actors and foreign companies and foreign countries spreading propaganda and chaos. And there are some things on here that are good. I think commerce and being able to buy and purchase things online and be able to do business online is a positive aspect of the internet, but social media in itself is probably the worst thing. Well, not the worst, one of the worst things to happen to society. And another thing I'd like to say to prove my point about how that I believe there are so many just bots online is this, and this is just anecdotal to finish off the video, and that is when I do a live stream, for example, I have a live sort of talk-in radio show type thing with Discord where anybody can come on and say what they want to me and talk to me. Haters, actually I rather prefer haters, but haters or people who actually are fans of my content and fans of the Elite Game and Stuff and Balls Only Halfway In community. And I will see lots of hater comments all the time. I see a lot of negative comments and negative chat messages. But when push comes to shove, I have never, well actually not never, once, but only one person in the history of my actual live streams where I've had an open phone line where people can come in on the Discord and talk to me one-on-one live on air and confront me with anything they hate about me or anything. I'll talk about anything, anybody, any goddamn topic that you disagree with me about or do agree with me about. But haters or anybody who doesn't like what I have to say, where I see tons of comments all the time talking trash on me, have never, except one person, and that guy was an idiot and just wanted to say the N-word and just be a troll. But I is the only person that I've ever seen actually come talk to me, which anecdotally shows that a lot of these comments and stuff that you see online, negative, creating chaos or just people talking shit all the time. First of all, those guys are probably little wussy beta males to begin with, and that's why they talk online trash behind a computer screen, and when confronted face to face, they don't actually want to have it. They don't want this smoke. But also, I think it leads to the fact that a lot of these people are not real. They're not real. I mean, listen, man, I'm talking to people on social media, and these dudes cannot be real people because they are dumber than dirt, and they reply back to you like as if they have head injuries. And everything else I said in this video proves my point. The dead internet theory is real. Most of these people on here are not real people, and it's all just a bunch of chaos, and it's a damn psyops. Get off the internet, go touch grass. I'm the Ghost of Vate. Thank you for watching. Last but not least, and most importantly, stay black. Quest Authority, London High Cracker, until you shapeshifters, build moves, figure chill, 7 levels, 2 rush, other zones, moves, fake, also the hill, frozen frogs, escape. White man, bring you down.